Hi guys, it's Samantha with Clawfoot Farm. It is a beautiful day today, and even though it's really cold still and still freezing at night, I want to put some seeds in the ground, but I have to hold off because really it's cold and it's still freezing at night. So today I'm just gonna take a little walk around the garden and dream a little bit. Here's all our girls. Wow, it is so sunny I can hardly see you. Yeah, there's Rainbow. And that's Martha and Bertha. They're twins. They only count as one chicken. And right now we have 4 laying hens. You can open that up. Oh, there's Peck. And let's go see the rabbits. What we call our rabbit barn. These are our little ones. These guys are growing out. Excuse me, little bunny. Hi guys. Hi guys. And so we bought a shed that is just a 6x8 shed, and we have 4 cages. Then here is our buck. Hi Seth. You come see me? And here's our buck, Seth. Yeah, he's a friendly guy. Hi, Seth. Hi, Seth. Oh, how's your ear, baby? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, Seth is a cuddly guy. So he is our buck. American chinchillas. They are about, I'd say about 15 pounds. They're pretty large rabbits. And they have really nice pelts, and they're really great meat rabbits as well. And this is our... Oh, you dropped your little thing. Oh, your little springy thing. Okay. Here we go. And this is our other doe, Parker. Hello, Parker. And she is adorable as well. She's the next one up for breeding in the next couple days. And then up on the top, we have a solid bottom cage. And there is our newest mama for right now. She's actually our oldest doe. And her name is Lapis. And it looks like she has her babies. Her babies are in there, but looks like they're all covered up right now. Yeah, we're going to leave them in there, but she's got her babies in there. We put the grow out with the mom and babies. The cage is actually just 2 dog crates. I'll kind of go back out so you can see. So we just have 2 large dog crates. And we took the doors off and we put them together. And it makes it really easy access. We can just get right in there and clean out the cages and reach the rabbits if we need to, and it gives them a solid bottom space to be in. We also have a rabbit tractor, which is right here, that's put away right now because it's been so windy. So we have artichokes. They are looking pretty sad, but they will perk up. They were growing really well, and then we had snow, and they don't like it when it's cold. This guy's coming back up. Let's come back in here. Artichokes. There we go. Hello, artichoke. So the artichokes, these plants grow so fast once it starts to get a little bit warm. They will grow over the top of this fence. And 5 artichokes is a lot. It's a little bit much. And the rest of our long bed here. So this year in this bed, we just call this the backyard bed. And in that bed we're just gonna have lettuce and the artichokes and some spinach and some greens. I think that's all that's going in there. And then we have our garlic, and the garlic is growing really well. There's a little garlic shoot there. So the garlic is coming up. The garlic bed is a super easy bed to manage. You just plant them in the fall and put some hay over the top, and the hay takes the weeds out, and so there's no weeds and they just grow. We have garlic for the whole year. We call this our corner bed. Our corner bed over here is still sleeping. Over here are pretty much perennials and herbs and flowers. And our rhubarb is just starting to grow. Little starts. That rhubarb also will be giant. So that's our corner bed. And in the corner bed there we have rhubarb, we have some parsley. There were some strawberries in there, but I think we're moving those out to the front this year. And some asparagus also. And then flowers. So I have some bee balm, so some herbs and then some flowers around there to make it beautiful. And here's my sitting bench. So that's the whole backyard. Let's do a whole view of the backyard. Backyard. You can see how the house shades the backyard, and it is still just March, so as summer progresses that shadow retreats a little bit. It's the shadow from the house, and that is why our garden bed is over there, because the other part is in the shade a lot. So now we're in the front yard and we have our raspberries. This raspberry patch has been so successful. It's been insanely successful. So the raspberries, this raspberry patch gives us pounds and pounds of raspberries. I think we harvested, I'd have to go look, but maybe 40 pounds of raspberries off of this patch, and we have a smaller one in front. It's crazy. The raspberry plants we got for free from my mom, and we sell the extra plants that come off of there as they grow, and so they really just pay for themselves every year. These are the first beds that we put in when we moved here. And my husband's favorite flower is dahlia. And so we have dahlias planted all along there. And then for the spring, we planted tulips. And all of the other flowers that are in there and those crocuses, those are all volunteers. So those all came over from the other beds. We have them in our other beds of our garden. Like they're back here in the roses, and they just moved over there too. They just filled in themselves. So this is how big on our 1/4 acre, this is how big our lawn is. That's the front lawn and over there. So that's our lawn. This area here, it's very attractive, but this is how we transform a bed of lawn into a new garden bed. So last fall, we took a bunch of cardboard and we just sheet mulched it. So we laid cardboard down and then covered it with some, I think we had 2 loads of manure from a local dairy, and then we covered it up with black plastic, and it's been sitting there ever since. And we're just about ready to uncover that. It really is the sunniest place in our yard. It's also very exposed. So it's been like the last thing to do. Here, this was new last year. This is our parking strip, and this used to be grass and moss, and now it's hay and mulch, or straw, and fruit trees. And in this garden here, we're planting new cabbages and kale and zinnias, some flowers, and we do some pollinating flowers and herbs. And over on this side, we have our 6 raised beds, and we're getting these ready for early planting. This is where I want to plant when I say I'm ready to get stuff in the ground. I did show, and there's the kids' play area and rain barrels. Our rain barrels are open right now because we don't have anything to water, and because they will just overflow if we get any sort of rain right now. So we have our spigots hooked to a hose, and the hose goes just out into the yard for drainage. This rain barrel does not have a hose, but we usually put a gutter on that to bring that water out into the yard. Well, that's the walk around the garden. Let's go back in and check the bread, and then I kind of want to talk to you about, show you what I do for seeds starting. As we do start a lot of our seeds under lights, and I'd love to show you. This is where we start a lot of our seeds. This is just a really simple setup that anyone can do. Right now there's a lot of plants here, and I've been working down in here, so the lights are up a little bit higher than they should be. But I want to show you this just to let you know that you can do this also. You don't have to buy like all of the expensive equipment. But you do need to have, if you're in a basement, you do need to have some lights. So when I first started seeds under lights, I started with shop lights. And right there, right here is one of the shop lights that we have. And these are probably about $15, maybe $20 at Home Depot. And they have 2 light bulbs on the bottom. And this year I have 2 grow lights, and they're a lot brighter, and they have more reflective. But I just have our seeds planted on a table. Some people use shelves, and you can use shelves too. I have some tables. These are just folding tables that I use for other things. They're in the basement. That's about it. It's just as simple as that. We have these pots here. Now what I'm growing here, these are lettuce. These are lettuce transplants. I have some onions coming up here, tomatoes. Back there are some broccoli, cauliflower, little cabbages, some Swiss chard, some more lettuce that needs to be transplanted there. Here we have some strawberries. These are alpine strawberries. Those are really cute. And some peppers back there. And then here we have some herbs that are just starting to grow back here. So we have way in the back, I have self-heal. And then I have some snapdragons, some thyme, some marshmallow, and some mint that's growing, and more tomatoes. On this table, we have way in the back. There we go. Let's go way to the back. Way in the back, we have some dill and lovage. Some dill and some lovage. I have some cabbage. These tall plants, we're just waiting for the weather to get a little bit warmer and these guys can go out. These are garbanzo beans. This is my first year trying those. It's super exciting. And tomatoes. These are all tomatoes. These are all tomatoes. These are all tomatoes. So right now it is the beginning of March. The tomatoes will be in here for another month. It is really simple to start your seeds indoors. The very first year that I started any kind of seed indoors, I just used some recycled, I think it was just like recycled yogurt containers and a window, the window upstairs. We just put it right near the window on a shelf. If you do use a window, make sure that you turn your pots every day so that way they're always facing towards the window and they don't grow towards the glass, as they'll grow crooked. But it worked. We just moved down here because I ran out of space. But you know, anyone can do this. You just need a table or shelf, anything, and a container. We have lots of different containers here. These are the containers I use the most, and I get them free from local nurseries and big box stores. If you go there in late spring, they are potting up their plants. They like to do that because they also charge more for plants that are in larger pots. And all they do with these is they just throw them out. So especially when nurseries have events, they will be throwing out. So all of these I got for free. That's what we do for indoor seed starting. And you don't need a greenhouse, but you need a spot. So a lot of people use a closet. We just use a table in our basement. Alrighty, well, thank you for coming with me, and I'll see you soon.